like forever since we've been together. Oh God, I miss you bad, and I read your letters. It's been so long, I know, but I'm finally coming home. Till then, I'm dreaming of your heart, your eyes, our love. Your heart, your eyes, our love.